The Galaxy S25 Ultra brings with it a fresh version of One UI, but not One UI 7.1, interestingly enough. Even so, it still has been packed full of brand new Galaxy AI features. So let's look at every single new one. Let's go. Now, One UI 7 has kind of already been around, I guess, for a while, but in beta form. I do have a video where I look at One UI 7 versus One UI 6.1 and outline some of the updates to Galaxy AI in that video. So go check that out, because these are the ones that are new to here in this video. A lot of the new stuff is actually down to the new chip, the 8 Elite for Galaxy. If you want to see how that performs versus the 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, go check out my S24 Ultra versus S25 Ultra video, also live now. So let's go through them. Each individual dive into the Galaxy AI menu and check out what's new. First thing that's new is this new Chat Assist. Chat Assist is part of Samsung's keyboard. There is another one that's to do with writing as well. It's called Writing Assist. I'll get to that in a moment. Starting with Chat Assist, last year with Galaxy AI, Chat Assist really can only do a couple of things. It could stylize based on what you've written down, or it could translate. They were the main two ones that it could do. And it could also fix grammar. 3. There's a new one in here this time called Composer. And the Composer, basically how it works is you go into the keyboard, you hit the AI icon, and then you hit Composer in the menu that comes up, and you just write a prompt in, tell it a style to spit it out in, and then it will give it to you. And then you can load that into your text box from the keyboard. Very, very simple. There is an option here too to process this data on device. So it's part of the 8 Elite for Galaxy. You don't need to do this in the cloud. We'll go past the rest of them because there's really not much else that's new that we already haven't covered in other videos. But the next one I want to go to is Browsing Assist, because in Browsing Assist, there is definitely a new one in here that wasn't even in One UI 7 beta. That's Read Highlights Aloud. So the way this will work is you can actually use Galaxy AI to summarize web pages, as we know, but then it will then read those highlights out loud for you, as opposed to just showing them to you visually on the screen. So if you want to chuck them down, pick up your coffee, and just sort of focus on the space around you, put your headphones in even, you can read articles and listen to their summaries using Galaxy AI. Works exactly the same as before. You hit the AI icon, you hit read highlights aloud, it will do the summarize process, and then you can hear the results.
And Rafinha led Barcelona's attack, scoring multiple goals and showcasing their impressive form against their rivals.
And then directly underneath that is Writing Assist. This Writing Assist menu is very similar to Chat Assist, but it works in any keyboard. So if you are someone who doesn't use Samsung's keyboard, you can just use this because it works based off the text box as opposed to the keyboard. And there's even extra stuff in here too. When you're in the text box and you sort of long press on it, you have the usual cut, copy, and all that sort of stuff, the AI icon is now there. I believe this was in the beta too, but I don't remember how in depth I covered it. So let's just talk about it again. You press the AI icon and a little menu comes up down the bottom. There's a whole bunch of things in here. There's even the option to make like a table. Like if you've got a whole bunch of things and data, you can organize it into a table. There's also an organize one, which can organize things into like bullet points. There's a summarize function, and there's the other stuff too, like message composer and all that sort of thing in there. It's great to have the option to be able to use that sort of stuff without needing Samsung's keyboard. Love that option. Next, we head into Photo Assist. Photo Assist has undergone a bit of a revamp, not just in terms of features, but in layout and how it sort of functions. The big one is that generative edit can now actually be processed on device. So before, you needed it to work in the cloud and cloud only, whereas now this 8 Elite for Galaxy is powerful enough to do this on the phone and sort of do the AI locally instead of cloud. Even so, when you go into Galaxy AI from the gallery, the little AI icon, how it operates has changed. So before you'd go into it and it would be, the main one would be generative edit, and then you'd have a sketched image icon. Now you've got them all down the bottom as like a little swiping, rotating cards, and you go between them. But the generative edit has changed a lot too. So there's some new animations, which are nice, but there's an auto function too. In the top right corner, there's a little button, and then it'll sweep across and remove or highlight all the stuff that it thinks needs to be removed. Take this photo of the beach, all the people in the background, it just sweeps itself across, and then you hit the remove icon, hit generate, and then they're gone because it's also much faster. The sketch to image and the portrait studio in here remain pretty much the same. You just access it a different way now as opposed to the way it was before. What is very revamped is drawing assist. When it launched on the Galaxy Z Fold 6, it was basically just a very simple, you draw in sketch to image and it will turn it into a style of picture that you asked it to. Now, not only do you have this new option in the settings called sketch matching strength, which you can match it a bit more closely to how you've drawn it, or you can make it be a bit more realistic compared to how you've drawn it. That's a new option. But also, the drawing assist has now got extra options. You've got the drawing, which is very simple. You just draw in there and it brings you a result. The difference here compared to last time is it now only gives you one result instead of 4. I think that's got a lot to do with how it's faster, because it's the same with sketched image in the gallery. You'd literally only get the one, but you can easily regenerate it and try again. But there's 2 other options as opposed to just drawing. You can chuck in a picture, and then you can have that picture be the inspiration for a style or something that you want. So whether that be a cartoon or a pop art or an ecom wash, you've got that option. And then you have a very simple text prompt where you can enter something that you'd like to see, like a soccer ball. I put football, and last time it made an American football, and I have to play the game sometimes. So I put soccer ball and it'll give you a soccer ball. You can be a bit more complex if you like, but for the purposes of the demo, that will do. And the interface itself is a much cleaner, much nicer, much fresher looking interface. Everything's sort of been a bit more purposeful designed, and the animations are nice too. There's a brand new one called Audio Eraser. This is not anywhere seen on Galaxy AI and the other devices, and I don't know if it will be, because this is processed entirely on the phone. There is no cloud interaction here with this at all. What I really love is the fact that it gives you up to 6 different noises, I think, that it can cancel out, and it's so easy to use. When you have a video on your phone, you press the AI icon and it'll jump straight into the interface. So it processes a little bit and then spits out the noises it thinks it can cancel out. There is an auto toggle where you can just press it and it'll automatically adjust the volume of the different things it recognizes, or you can do it yourself. But it's just so powerful. You should take a look and see how it works. Audio Eraser, I think, will be really great to use outdoors because you can maybe isolate moments. Like if you didn't want someone who's talking in the background to be heard, isolate that voice and remove it, and you might just get the peace and tranquil of the waterfall. Just thinking out loud here. So I think the options that it gives you and the fact that it probably will be improved over time with software updates as well, we're in for a good feature here. The next one, I really like this one. It's the Now Brief. This Now Brief will appear, I think, 3 times a day on your lock screen and always on display. And then when you click on it, it sort of gives you a brief for that afternoon, or either what's happened that day or what's to come if we're talking about the morning one. And you can choose the content that goes in here. So if you go into the brief, you can see, I'll just do it live here. You can see the information that it's giving me about screen time. So that's a midday brief that it wants to give me. But if I hit the settings icon, it's a content to include button. And the content to include features all of that sort of stuff. Things like health, things like weather, things like memories, phone settings if you need to change them, music, smart home. It's got a very comprehensive list, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that expands. The good thing is too, it's not just part of the lock screen. There is also a widget that's part of it as well, as you can see there, and you press on the widget and it brings up the same brief. And it's contextualized. The more you use your phone, the more information it sort of gets, the better the information it's going to provide on top of that. The main part of it though is it sits in the now bar section. And look, the now bar is not really part of Galaxy AI, but while we're here, I may as well update you about it. It can now do way more things. Oh, look, way more is maybe a bit of an over exaggeration, but there's one really cool one that I find important that it's now been able to do. Sports, live sports. We obviously know that the now bar on the One UI 7 beta was a bit limited to just maybe first party things. Now it seems that there's opened up a bit more. So Google Sports is a part of it. And just this morning, actually, there was a few games of interest that I wanted to watch. There was Barcelona, Real Madrid. There was Tottenham playing Tamworth in the FA Cup, and my team Newcastle playing Bromley, also in the FA Cup. And the now bar showed me the scores, a little live notification down the bottom. And you could swipe through them and sort of see the different scores and then expand it out, and it gave you some more context on top of that as well. It also sat as a live notification in the notification toolbar at the top, sort of just before you swipe the quick panel down. So it's all working, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it expands as Samsung expand the software and One UI. And third-party developers especially make it part of their app offerings. That is the new Galaxy AI features that are part of One UI 7 on the S25 Ultra. I'm not sure whether we're going to see these with S24 Ultra, especially things like the audio eraser that are on device. I imagine things like the Now Brief probably will see that, but we'll see how it goes. If I hear anything from Samsung, I'll update you guys in future videos. That's it for now. Hit subscribe to Tech with Benefits. Go check out my other S25 stuff. Plenty more, of course, still to come. This is going to be a long, great year full of Samsung content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yoo!